Hey, this is Batman. This here is the podcast for moms in network marketing. And not just any network marketing, specifically the weight loss and health and wellness space. And these moms, they are in it to help people and change lives with products that they believe in, services as well. And they're building up their business part-time and doing it without being pushy, without bugging their friends and family. And your host is this Coach Spiegel guy, and he is going to teach you the secrets of attraction-based marketing, which is where people are literally going to get a hold of you. I'm going to show you how people are going to get a hold of you, and they're going to be saying stuff like, I don't care what company you're with, here's my money, sign me up, I'm ready to join. So without further ado, let's get to the secrets. How was that? Was that pretty good? Did I do pretty good? Yeah, you did pretty good, Batman. Thank you. I was trying pretty hard. I was super nervous. I knew you'd do well, Batman. You're really cool like that. And good luck with the Justice League. Looks like you got your hands full battling those bad guys there. I know, but I don't know if it's gonna go pretty good or not. It's gonna go great, Batman. Don't worry. You got this. I got this? Yes, you got this. Okay, thanks, Coach Spiegel. Can I get a high five? Yes, you can get a high five. Put it up here, Batman. All right. And you, listener, good luck with that. Hey, my warrior, my misfit, my warrior, you, it's so awesome. You are pretty as amazing as they come, okay? Do you want to know why you're special? Do you want to know? I'll tell you why you know. So, most people that jump into network marketing, MLM, start their own business or something like that, they go into it. This isn't pertains to any kind of entrepreneurship, any kind of business building. They usually get into it to make money. Nothing wrong with it, but they got bills to pay. And especially multi-level marketing, okay, they make $1,000 every day, make $10,000 a month. That seems to be the magic number, $10,000 a month. Make $10,000 a month without doing anything, without selling. Blah, 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 blah. Guess who that attracts? Guess that brings in? People that are looking for money. What makes you special is you're okay with the money, you're fine with the money, but there's something in your soul. Something in your heart and soul, like you got something going on in you that it's almost like a moral obligation to tell people about your product, to tell people what it is. It's like you're serving the good Lord up above. Like you feel like as long as you do what's right in your heart, then you can't go wrong. Let me tell you a quick story. What do I got on the agenda for you today? All right, a couple things we're going to talk about. It's depending on when you're listening to this. We've got the Packer game that happened. Well, when you're listening to this, it happened way in the past. But as far as me recording this to you, the Packers just lost Aaron Rodgers for the season. He was down for the count. And the lesson that I'm partaking to you on that one, Misfit Mama, I don't know if you're a big Packer fan or I don't know how you feel about the Packers. We want to be crushed, us Packer fans. We want to be like, woe is me, pity party, come on, bring on the pity party. And what makes you special is the fact that you're to survive in this world of business and entrepreneurship and building up your empire, building up your light, building up your ability to get your word out there, your ability to go out there and help people and follow through on this immense purpose you've been given is to adopt the mindset that Mike McCarthy, pretty much all the head coaches take. To get the head coach to be in the NFL, you got to have something special. And what it's all about is Packers got every excuse right now to hang it up. Like they've lost just about everybody that this possible lose injuries-wise, and now they just lost their number one best player and arguably the best player in the entire league. And I haven't checked the stats, but I think he's down for the season. I'm not quite sure. We can go check it out. And even during the game when they lost Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy, their coach, was like, "There's 11 people out here. We got to do this. We got." They just refuse to accept an excuse, and instead, it's like their mission is always on to let's win the next game. Let's win the next game. It's like they got the mentality and all that, like, yeah, next man up and all that. And they have every excuse to make, but there's just like, yep, we got a job to do. We got a job to do. But no matter what, we're going to plug whoever's in there and we're going to do the best job that we can. Why can't we have that mentality? You got a job. That's why I'm a huge fan of the attraction-based marketing world. That's the world that I'm teaching you all about, the ABM world, is what it's all about is you're on a mission. You're on a mission, and no matter what happens to you, you're on this mission. You keep plugging away. You keep moving forward. You lost your job. That's all right. Looks like we're doubling down on this, honey. And that ad didn't go through. You record that video, and you had a couple of bad comments that some bleep holes responded. You're still carrying forward. You're like, nothing's keeping me from my mission. I am on this mission. And it's one of the foundations. If you go to ABM, freeabmcourse.com, where I teach you the 5 principles, the 5 essentials of ABM. Each day you get a new video. Each day, a couple of days, you get some bonuses going into it. And that's one of the things is we're attracted to people that are on a mission, people that are going towards something. It's just like, not only is it incredibly attractive, but it's incredibly freeing as well. You're like, you kind of wake up and you know what you got to do. I got my mission. Here I go. People that wander, the people that flounder, the people that what's it called? Drift through life. If you know anything about drift, go ahead and read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and he'll talk to you about the danger of drift. If you read the book Outwitting the Devil, also by Napoleon Hill, fascinating book. Listen to the audiobook on Audible. Go to audible.com and listen to the audible of it, and you'll have the devil be like some deep voice, and Napoleon Hill's like talking to him, like literally traps the devil inside his living room, and he has a conversation with them. And the devil says that about 97% of the population, the devil's got his hands on, and about 3% are the ones that are free thinkers. Oh, I forget how the devil calls it. But I believe that you're in that 3%, Mom. Where I don't know. That book was written a while ago. Fascinating book, just fascinating. But the devil talks about that Napoleon Hill traps the devil and he outwits him, and he asks, "Hey, what's your top ploy for getting a hold of people, Mr. Devil?" And Napoleon Hill had to call him like Your Highness or something like that, or His Highness. And that was the only way that the devil was going to have a conversation with Napoleon Hill. And he asked him, what's your top weapon? What's your top way? What's your top ploy that you're getting all these people? And the devil goes, drift. People that just kind of drift through life. They're just kind of at the whims of their choices, at the whims of their feelings. What do I feel like today? Do I feel like pizza? Or do I feel like Mountain Dew? Or do I feel like, or they whip open the teletubes the Netflix is, and they're like, oh, what am I in the mood for? Some Narcos, or I'm in the mood for comedy. What am I in the mood for? When you're on a mission, there's no moods, there's no emotions. You're like, I'm on my mission. This mission carries forth regardless. So you got to hand it to the football stars and the football coaches. They're doing pretty well in that regard. They're like, this is our mission. This is our mission. This is what we're going for. And with that, let's take a quick little break. I got to take a swig of kombucha here. I got some strawberry acai coconut. Strawberry acai coconut probiotic kombucha. Uno momento. I'll be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back. And cue awesome music. Yeah, that's right. Get you a little fired up, Mom Warrior. Get you a little going. Get it going a little bit here. And this here is what is called a mid-roll, quote-unquote, ad or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of a break. You'll hear other podcasters will be like, let's go take a break. And some of them will be pushing other people's products. Some of them will be pushing their own products. This is the thing that I want you to learn. Think of the shows out there that you watch. Think of growing up, the radio stations you listen to. Can you give me any one reason why you don't have your own show where you actually talk about the stuff that you want to talk about, where you actually educate and teach and coach your ideal market? This teaching can take the place of a video, it can take the place of a podcast, it can take the place of a video on Facebook, a video on YouTube, wherever it is. And now you have yourself a platform. Now you have yourself an audience. So it's one of the principles I teach you doing this just right here that it just changes the game for you. And I show you how to do it. I believe that's day one. Day one of your free ABM course. Go to freeabmcourse.com. And there it's day one. That's day one. Totally changes your life and your landscape in the world in front of that's just day one. You got 4 more days. Free little 5-day teaching you the 5 essentials of what it is to be a traction-based marketer, an ABMer. So it's going to, so that you don't have to bug friends and family anymore, so that you can create a little time freedom. So you can go not miss any of your games. You're a busy mom. People should be working around your schedule, not you fitting it around them. You work when you want. You're the mom warrior. You're the misfit mom warrior. You're calling the shots around here, so it's really cool to have a platform where that attracts everybody to you. So I show you how to do that all on day one there, and it just gets better from there. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just go freeabmcourse.com. Let's get back to the show. And we are back. I got me a refreshing drink of kombucha. How about you? Tastes good? Got it going? Did you go to the bathroom a little bit? Did you go to the bathroom? Did you go check your Facebooks and your others, your Pinterest and your Instagram? It's kind of funny. While watching the Packer games, my mom, she talks about how funny this was too, because my mom would do this. People spend thousands on those commercials that you watch during the Packer games. And why the television agencies are like just a big old ripoff is they sell that space to the businesses. And they sell it with the fact that, look how many people watch the Packer game. People turn in for a Packer game, and it's like 50,000, and that's just how many people you get in front of. And they rip them off. Because guess what you're doing during the Packer games? You're going to the bathroom, you're getting some nachos, you're grabbing a pizza, you're going online, and you're like, okay, commercial break. For me, I put it on mute, and I go work on some business stuff, writing up something or clarify something in the website, or just doing something, writing something. Excuse me, a little bit of burp there, a little bit of kombucha burp, and. So that is definitely not attraction-based marketing, doing it that way. Not at all. That is not be the flower type of marketing. Okay, so that was the first thing for you to realize, Mom Warrior. Just keep on keeping on. Keep on pushing forward. What is this mission that you're on? And it does something to us when we're on this mission. It just does something. Okay, so that was number 1. Number 2 thing I want to talk to you today. I'm going to teach you when somebody asks you, what do you do? What do you do? No longer are you allowed to say, I'm a rep for Avon. Obviously, I don't know if you're in that world, you're not. In this traction-based marketing world, in this here Misfit Mom Wears, where we are just taking care of people in the quote-unquote network marketing, quote-unquote MLMing, that are in the health and wellness type of stuff. Weight loss, shaker diets, supplements, a little bit of supplements in there. And like that, skincare is kind of a gray area. I do have quite a few Misfit Momwares that are in the skincare world. Well, we don't sell, but in the Misfit Momwares world, like we don't talk about selling jewelry. We don't talk about selling makeup. And makeup, too, is kind of a little bit of a gray area if it's like the health-based. We talk a little bit about Scentsy and the candles, and definitely essential oils are in there. Stuff like that. So, doTERRA's pretty awesome. Pretty amazing stuff there. Okay, so if you happen to be in this here little listen arena and you're not part of the health and wellness, stuff can still relate. It's just going to be a little bit difficult. You're going to have to think a little bit harder, okay, and how to make this work for you. Not saying it won't. I'm just saying it won't probably feel like it makes sense. So anyways, in this ABM, we're calling it attraction-based marketing. It's this stuff here. But no longer are you allowed to say I'm a rep for da-da-da. I'm a distributor for da-da-da. Oh, I sell it on the side. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay? That doesn't do anything. That doesn't invite conversations. Attraction-based marketing is all about bringing them, coming to you, asking them, hey, I want that. What are you doing here? And one of the big things is when you are meeting somebody for the first time, or you're out public, or you're at a get-together event, network marketing event, a conference. Obviously, if you're at the conference for your product, for your company, you kind of know what everybody's doing. What do you do? Oh, I'm a rep for Juice Plus. I'm a rep for Sensei. Oh, me too. Wow, how's it going? So this works wonders, too. Even if you go to your event, you might even have a few more recruits going to your very own event. Yeah, especially with what I've been teaching you. So I help. No longer is it your title, job title. No longer are you CEO or president, or I run blah, 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 or I do this blah, blah, blah. No. Just turns people off, turns the people you want to turn on, turns them off, and it does nothing for anybody else. Just does nothing. It repels the ones you want to attract, and the ones that you are trying to sift and sort through, it doesn't even do that. They still get through. I help blank with blank. 6 words, 6 to 10 words, ... I help blank with blank. Who are you for? Who is it that you help? And what are you helping them with? I help blank do blank. I help blank with blank. Let's say in the weight loss world. Let's say you're selling isogenics. I help moms. I help athletes do better on game days. They're like, oh, okay. Do you know kind of like who you're talking to and how you can kind of structure that statement to invite them to, it's like a little back and forth. It's like you're dribbling a ball and you dribble the ball for a little bit. That's your answering, and then you toss it back to them. And as they talk, they'll answer a question back. And if you want to prospect out of it, if you want to recruit out of it, you kind of figure what fits best with them. The old adage, the guy, I forget who I heard it from. He was a car salesman, and he was like the top sales guy every year in a row, just nailed it. I want to say like James Schramko, I want to say. He was a car salesman, James Schramko, but he was like learning from his dad who owned a car dealership. And year after year after year, his dad's just owning it. Car dealership. Oh, yeah, it's the guy in real estate that they did the one Charlie Sheen movie about. He was an undercover cop for a while, and he didn't like it. He went into the motorcycle gang. Charlie Sheen. I can't remember. He had like a huge beard. He like went to the dark side. Chuck Norris kind of did a movie similar to that. And But he was an undercover cop, and then he went into real estate, and then he was suffering big time. And so he asked his dad, who was the most successful car dealership around. First, he was like a bombastic seller of cars, and then he ended up owning his own car dealership. And what's up with car dealerships, anyways? Can we just take a second? Where do they get off thinking like they're super celebrities? They're like they treat themselves. It's kind of brilliant what they did. I don't mean to like bash them at all. I think it's super brilliant. They basically turn themselves. They're a business. They sell stuff. They turn themselves into a celebrity. Like we see, like they're on TV all the time. Like, yeah, come on in. Their commercials are usually horrible. They're usually losing tons of money. They can probably do without all those commercials and make tons more money and give them back to their car salesman people who everybody despises. They're like, I'm listening to that car, but if I stop, I'm going to go get haggled. I'm going to get talked to. I'm going to get pressured into it. That's why CarMax came out. And they're like, use this example for your world too, Mom, where CarMax said, what is the biggest fear point for people buying a car? They're like, well, they hate. What are their hating points? They just hate. They're just like, I hate that. And then they made that their rallying cry. I'll tell you about the book that I learned this from, which is brilliant. I'll tell you about it some other time. What CarMax did is like, well, people hate getting haggled by a car salesman. They just hate it. They hate that, like, getting lied to. They hate, like, trying to come up with lies to, like, get this car salesman off, why they're not interested. Oh, what you guys here for? Just looking. Oh, what you looking for? And then the questions are like, dude, get out of here. Ah! High pressure sales and doing their NLP tricks on them and stuff. So CarMax came around and they're like, hey, come buy a car. We're not going to haggle you or anything like that. Our car salespeople are paid on salary. So they're getting paid no matter if they get the sale or not. They're there to help you out and answer your questions and do all that stuff and give you information about the car. That's it. They don't get nothing. Maybe they get something. I don't know. But they made that their rallying cry. They made that their rallying point. This is who we are, and this is what we're not going to do. And everybody's like, oh, sweet. You know me. You know I hate that. And you're taking away. Oh, you're so awesome. So use that in your business, Mom. Why do you think I'm talking to you? Why do you think I'm known as the anti-bug friends and family guy? Because I hated that. Just hated it. Every MLM I've been a part of, I'll tell you all my string of MLMs I've been in. I hate it. I just got signed up in the newest one a couple weeks ago. And immediately I'm getting emails from the company. Okay, here's what you do. You get a list of your friends and family. And it's a little better now. I don't have a gun to my head and say, give me your friends and family. Give me your connections. Let's three-way them. I'm like, no. I'm very uncomfortable by that. Very awkward by that. I don't care. You're doing that, or else. All right, I got to take a swig of kombucha beer back. Whoa. So I don't no idea how we got off on that subject. So let's get back to the task at hand. What do you do? So know who it is that you're talking to, okay? Know who it is. And kind of phrase your little thing. Oh, so that car salesman guy, what he was saying was, so the Charlie Sheen guy, the guy who was in the movie, he was going into real estate and he was suffering big time with real estate. So he asked his dad, who was an awesome used car salesman, hey, Dad, how did you sell so many cars? How did you do that? And he's like, easy. I asked people what they wanted, and then I gave it to him. The guy was like, what? What are you talking about? That's what, yeah, he goes, somebody show up on the lot, instead of like, oh, this is the greatest car ever, blah, blah, blah. Somebody show up on the lot and say, hey, what are you in for? What brings you in here? What kind of car you like? What's your favorite color? Oh, look, we got one just like that over here. Did you buy a car like that before? You know, like a list of questions that was all centered around what that guy wants. And then he goes, all right, and I gave it to him. That was it. So it's pretty amazing to keep that in mind. When you are talking to or prospecting somebody, when you're recruiting somebody and they ask you, what do you do? And you think that they would be a pretty good fit. They're a friend of a friend, and you're at a little event, you're at a party, a New Year's Eve party or a Halloween party or you're just out with some friends and you meet somebody or some random stranger. Hey, what do you do? Kind of think like, okay, what would this person be into? And then that's how you structure your what do you do. A nice little tried and true way is, I don't know if Isogenics was teaching this or he was a guy who's an amazing coach. He kind of branched off and he's doing his own thing right now. He started off, which is mostly what I teach you too. Starts you off out in MLM world if you've never been in business before, and then kind of have you branch off and still have your MLM business, but it's not your, like if it's not feeding your fuel, it's not feeding your passion. Anyways, there's this coach here, and he goes, hey, what do you do? And he goes, well, you know how, so I want you to keep that in mind, Mom Ware. Keep that in mind. When somebody asks, what do you do? Be thinking in terms of, well, you know how, and then you state the problem. You state the pains. You state the issues, the struggles going on that these particular type of people are going down. I'll tell you the example, and then I'll tell you what I recommend is just kind of niche it down even more. So here's the example. So somebody would always ask this guy, so what do you do? And he would go, well, you know how the world is, how everybody's fat, the food is all junk, and nobody knows what to eat. And notice at the end of that sentence, it was a question. You know how a lot of people are fat, a lot of junk food, a lot of crappy food out there, but nobody knows what to eat, what not to eat. And then that's like they dribble the ball, and they set it, they toss it back to the guy, the prospect. And the guy's like, yeah, that is right. That is true. So that's what you want him to say. You want him to kind of agree. You want him to open up a little bit of realization for them, something that they didn't know. And now yeah. You just basically you can ask any kind of pain point there. Whatever it is that you want. And so, and then, okay, let me finish the example. And then he goes, and then he replies back, well, I help out with that. And the recipient, the prospect, will be like, well, how do you do that? And then the coach will be like, well, I do that through a tried and true proven formula to have it happen. Takes place and then it's kind of like your one word little summary of your entire program. Your one sentence. Do it through a tried and true program that's worked for hundreds of people before. Do you want me to tell you about it? Yeah, sure. And then you kind of line that with where it worked best for them, and they're like, well, yeah, can you tell me more about it? How do I get on that? Where can I know for that? And then you can grab their information. That's it. You don't explain it all for them there. Don't not. If they already know it's a weight loss, if they already know it's a health-based stuff, now you up their attention, you up their interest, you up their desire a little bit. Now you send them, you collect their information. You say, if I sent you some information, would you take a look at it? And they're like, oh, yeah, sure. And that's when you send them the little sizzle video. Your job is not explain things there for them. Your job, you can collect data, you can collect information about them, but as soon as they start asking questions about the company or about the product or about your program, zip it. Put it back on them. You want to further that relationship. You want to collect data. You want to find out about them. Going back to that car salesman guy. What do you want? Oh, yeah. I'll tell you all the information about it, but first let's see if it's right for you. Tell me a little bit about what you're after. Oh, I got this 15 pounds I got to lose. I got to do this, and I got to do that. I got this going on. I'm like, yeah. This could be a pretty good fit for you. Tell you what I'll do. I'll take down your information. I'll send you some. If I sent you a video about it, would you take a look at it? And they're like, yes, you do. That's very important that you get that confirmation. You just say, yeah, I'll just blast it to you, and then and that's when the follow up goes through. I have a formula there to go through on that front. In your free ABM course.com. freeabmcourse.com. Or go to bisfitmomware.com Katniss. You'll see why it's Katniss. Because you're going to be a badass like Katniss doing this stuff. Impacting people. Creating a movement. A little bit of a movement towards your mission, whatever mission that you're on. And really, it's all about turning strangers into buyers without having to bug your friends and family. How to rank up. How to get recruits without coming across as salesy. It's definitely for people that are more about, I just want to help people. Instead of, I don't want to sell. I don't want to be pushy. Just rather just help people. That's what that series of training is for. So let's recap. Follow that so far? When in doubt, just practice that. I help blank with blank. I help blank do blank. And then, if you really want to prospect and want a hot recruit, this is as it comes to you. This is not straight marketing at all. Like, marketing is, like, this is you're in front to front with somebody. And you'll never get steered wrong with this. I just don't like building yourself a company around it. Because this is great stuff, what I just taught you there. And it's like free. Because, you're going to have to say something anyways. You might as well say something that gets to you. But you can't, run around and, search out these kind of conversations. They just kind of happen. All right? So whereas ABM, you build your entire company around ABM. You build your entire business around ABM. And because that works without you being there. That works without you having to go out and shake hands and kiss babies and do all sorts of stuff. Attraction-based marketing, ABM, okay? So this is things that you would say anyways. You're networking anyways, especially if you're at a conference or you're at a Halloween party or you're doing something there, and you don't mind gathering up some new prospects, some new recruits. I help blank with blank. Oh, okay, cool. And if it's a hot prospect that's sitting in front of you, I help overweight people stop their cravings for sugar, something like that. I help athletes do great in school. Sorry, not school. I help athletes heal faster from their injuries. I help high school athletes. That's how I would phrase this stuff. Once you got your target market narrowed down, and you can, depending on who you're talking to, you can kind of, pull it back a little bit. You can up-level it a little bit. That way it's, relatable to them. Let's say you're talking to a homemaker, a housewife, a mother. Instead of saying, I help, menopausal women, and she's not a menopausal woman, let's say, and you can just ratchet back up a little bit and say, yeah, I help housewives. And if she's a housewife and you're talking to a housewife and you say, and you want her to be one of your prospects, you want her to be one of your recruits, and she's a housewife, and you say, I help housewives cut their cravings for chocolate. She's like, whoa, I'm a housewife. I got a craving for chocolate. She's like, oh, how do you do that? Oh, I have a tried and true little formula, and then you get the name of your formula that you do or the name of your program. Up to this point, you're not talking about your company at all. Okay, let's say it's a housewife that you're talking to. Let's say let's say your product lends itself to cutting cravings, cutting sugar, doing something like that. Isogenics is a beautiful, beautiful suite of products that do just that. Somebody's got a sugar addiction, they're like, great. Or, sorry, a chocolate addiction, they're like, great. Eat this chocolate that we made that tastes like chocolate, but it's actually amazing for you. So you're talking to a housewife. Oh, this is so good, Misfit. This is going to make you so much money. It's going to help so many people out. Today's lesson right here. Oh, so awesome. You're so awesome for listening. You're going to become more and more awesome for doing this. So you're talking to a housewife. You're a rep for Isogenics. And the average person probably heard of Isogenics, but they don't really know. They're just like, oh, that's one of those companies out there. Chances are they have, unless they got friends and family that are super in their face about it, chances are they probably aren't familiar. Okay? It's not like it's on the shelves over at there, and they're bombarded by 3,000 different marketing messages a day. So yeah, that's an interesting test. You should go do that today. You just want to go talk to 30 random strangers and just ask them a question. Hey, do you mind if I ask you a question? I'm just, would you mind helping me out with something? And they're like, oh, sure. So it's not painless. I just got to ask you one question. I'm on like data collecting. Have you heard of the company Isogenics? And they're like, oh, yes. And you jot it down. Let's say you talk to 30 people and you have 10 that do that. Be like, okay. It's just something cool to know. Like, how many people are even familiar with it? Anyways, that would come in handy when you are doing some actual selling, like in the face selling. That's a separate lesson I'll teach you all about some other time. Where that knowledge would come in handy. All right, so let's say you are a rep for Isogenics and you meet somebody new at a party for the first time. And let's say it's a New Year's Eve party. Yeah, New Year's Eve. And they're like, oh, hey, this is my friend Sally. And I'm going to go to the punch bowl and I want you to talk for a little bit. I'll be right back. And so this is Sally and she's talking to Susie. And you're Sally in this situation. And Susie goes, oh, so what do you do, Sally? Sally's like, oh, I'm a rep for Isogenics. What's that? Well, it's a company that's in the weight loss world, and we sign people up, and it's kind of complicated. I don't know if you really want to hear it. And Susie's like, yeah, it does sound kind of complicated. So it's like weight loss, like shakes and stuff. Yeah, that's what it is. So it's kind of like a Slim Fast. Yeah. So you just take shakes and you lose weight? Is that how it works? Yeah, that's how it works. Well, what's the difference between you and Slim Fast? Why should someone take that? Well, our stuff is over here that tastes like this, and this is now you're on the defense, Mom. Now you got to start defending your company. You got to defend what you're doing instead of this person trying to figure you out, and they don't even know if you don't even know if you want them as a customer. You don't even know if you want them as a recruit. Let's say you do, okay? So now you got to try to convince them that you're different. Because now when you just say Isogenics, it's a weight loss shaker, and it's like this over here, now you got to start comparing it yourself to all of them. And you're up against every memory that they've ever had, good or bad, concerning this stuff. And like, oh, yeah, I tried Slim Fast once, and I gained 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds, but then as soon as I left off it, I gained it all back. So is that what will happen for you? Nope, that's not what will happen. But you just said it was like weight loss shakers. Like, what makes you different? See how it feels? It's like now you're getting interviewed. Like now you gotta interview to get some. You gotta interview that in order to be a buyer, and you're the upper hand in this situation. You're the best in this situation. Versus, hey, Sally, what do you do? Well, you know how so many people are. You know how so many moms are overweight, and they don't know what to eat. And they don't know what foods to eat, what foods not to eat, and the world's junk. And meanwhile, they're dealing with some sugar cravings. And Susie's like, yeah, that I do know that. That's so true. Sally goes, yeah, I help out with that. Can you tell me more? How? How do you help out with that? Oh, I do it through a tried and true program, and that's worked for hundreds of people in our life, and that's worked for thousands of people. Proven 60-day formula, 30-day formula, something like that. And so tell me, so boom, that's all you're allowed, and you reply it back to them. You toss it back on them. So tell me, do you have sugar cravings? Do you have weight to lose? Yeah, I do. I do. Well, how much weight do you want to lose? I want to lose 50 pounds. Why? Why is that important to you to lose 50 pounds? Oh, I got a wedding coming up. My daughter's wedding over there. And how long have you tried to lose this 50 pounds? When in doubt, Mom Moya. How long have you been struggling with this? How long have you had this pain? How long have you been searching for an answer? What struggles have you gone through before? What trials and tribulations have you gone through before? How long have you been trying to lose this 50 pounds? How long? What you're trying to do is trying to get them to understand their own pain. Okay, how's it affecting you today? How's this 50 pounds affecting you today? So tell me this: if you were down 50 pounds, what would you? For your wedding there, you're gonna have pictures at the wedding? Yeah. And how great do you plan on looking in those pictures? Sorry, brain farted for a second. And I want to look so good. So you tried this before. Boom. So all you're doing is you're upping the interest. That's it. Upping the interest, and now you're branching a little bit into their desire. You're getting them to feel having that. They're like, ooh, I want that. That is more of a future pacing. Like, this is the way life could be. Most people, about 2/3 of the population, about 70%, are more so what pain they got right now, they want to get rid of it. Like, just to be back to a weight that they used to be. They're out of breath. They're feeling some sort of pain right now. So even that future pacing stuff is awesome. It works. Like for that wedding, like if that's what she's talked about was the wedding, then you definitely want to paint the picture of that wedding date. But don't go overboard. You're not selling her anything right there. You're just getting her to like feel it a little bit. And then you say, "Oh, I'll tell you what. If I sent you some information about that, would you take a look? About my program here. Would you take a look?" "Oh, of course. Great. When in the next? So I'll send it out today. When in the next couple of days will you be able to look at it?" And then, "Well, I get off of work at 5 tomorrow, so great. So if I call you at 5:15, like you have enough time to watch it?" Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I certainly will. Okay, Sally, I'm really excited for you. I got a good feeling about you. This is really going to work. So tell me what, though. I'm very busy. So if something comes up, you need to reschedule, just go ahead and let me know, and you won't be wasting somebody else's spot. Does that sound cool? Yeah, that sounds real cool. Great. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Boom, and you send them the information. You run over the bathroom, you grab your little 4-minute sizzle, 5-minute sizzle, whichever it is that you do. If you don't have one, if you need to work on one, we'll talk about that, how that all looks. Think of it like when you went to watch a movie. Think about how movies do it. You go to watch a movie, and before you even watch a movie, they're selling you on all the other movies that they want you to go watch you to see. Those are all sizzles. Those are all previews, right? People love it. Don't talk about your company. Don't talk about your program. All you're trying to do is gather up interest, okay? So all of that stemmed from, boom, you just got yourself a hot prospect. Nice job, Mom Ware. Nice job. And, you don't talk about your company, and you don't talk about, I'm just a somebody so, okay? So you got a lot to work on over that one. This one's probably a rewinder. Go back and practice it, and be paying attention to the exact words that I use all throughout there. Every word is there on purpose. Practice, and just practice. Just walk around and practice it. Nice little, instead of saying how, and then pain, who's got the pain, and then they're like, oh, yeah, I help out with that. So you could just say, I help moms that are struggling with emotional eating. I help moms that are struggling with some chocolate cravings. And they're like, tell me, do you like your chocolate? That's what you ask Susie, and she's like, yeah, I love my chocolate. And then you just kind of go from there. Cool. Mom, you're awesome. Talked about a lot today. Went over a lot. Some foundational selling stuff. Who you are, what do you do, who it is that you serve. And I will leave you with that. I thought there was one more thing I want to tell you, but it's escaping my memory. But without further ado, Mom, go with the greatness, with the awesomeness, with the beautifulness that you are. Keep rocking it. Keep changing those lives. Keep helping out those people. And we will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Mwah. So, Mom Ware, did you like this? Was that pretty cool stuff? Did you learn something really good? I know, right? I know, pretty awesome stuff. So I'm going to give you a quick little marketing lesson here. I don't know what accent that was. Maybe a nice little, I think it's French, right? French little accent. Nice little marketing lesson here. So what you just partook on, think of it as like, I call it the grocery store lady, the GSL formula equation. Beautiful. It's worked since the beginning of time. Tale as old as time. So what you do is you go up to the grocery store lady, and she gives you a sample of like pizza. And she goes, here you go, young lady, have a slice of pizza. And you're like, wow, that's really good pizza. And she goes like, yeah, they're on sale, $5.99, right, only 50 left. And you're like, I want it. And you go ahead and you buy it. None of that happened unless that little slice of pizza was again. Well, Mom, where you just engaged yourself, you just downloaded, you just into your brain, you just digested my little slice of the sample for you. If you thought that was good, wait till you see what's waiting for you next. Go to the misfitmomwarrior.com/Katniss, and it puts, with the training you just went through, it puts that on steroids and blows your world up, blows your entire business up. I give you about 40 marketing degrees in 5 days. I condense about 20 years of marketing lessons and trials and tribulations. Okay, it's only like 2 years I've been in this business, but I pulled it from people that were in business for like 20 years and making mistakes, and I just show you how to do it best. And go there and have Adder totally free, a little 5-day little mini course totally free, and get your life redone, get your MLM business redone. Basically, the essence of it, Mom, is how to turn strangers into buyers and stop bugging your friends and family, and how to do about it. For a profession that has marketing half their title, aka network marketing, aka multi-level marketing, they teach you crap about marketing. Crap! At least the ones that I've been a part of, at least the ones that I witnessed, and even the learnings I've done. Okay, I'm done talking. You got some going to that website to do and get your life worked awesome, and stop this stress about who am I going to talk to, who am I going to give my pitch to. I'll show you how to do all that there. misfitmomwarrior.com/Katniss. Oh, it's in the show notes too. Duh. Go there, have at her, get your life redone. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being great. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for being that light upon the world and letting your greatness shine and fly every single day and impacting those lives that you are. You're meant for greatness, Mom. My job to help pull it out. Thank you for being great and beautiful and encourageable and brave as well. And all those. I just heart you in your face and your soul so much. Bye for now. Mwah.